But I'm about to get straight into it, like in that to it, cause I tried to make a video, got a phone call, messed the video up, so y'all already know how I'm coming. I had to refresh, cause I can't give y'all no bullshit video. Alright, with that being said, man, this for Freeform lot talk, finna get it straight to it though. Cause it hit different. It hit a little bit more. It hit a little bit more milder. It ain't even hot yet. You know what I mean? Hit a little mild when you dealing with these laws. And with that being said, everybody know about the ugly stage. We finna talk about the ugly stage. The ugly stage is the hardest stage to get past. Cause you gonna hear all the time now, man. Cut that shit. Every day when you look in the mirror and you gonna be like, damn, do I really want to do this shit? Damn, this shit really ain't growing on. Damn, this shit look bad. Or I need to get a line up. Like, it's 100 questions you asking yourself. 1,000 questions. 100 questions you're gonna ask yourself. I understand that. That's gonna happen. Man, I say, let me give y'all a story. Have motherfucker steady telling me cut my shit. I was going through the ugly stage. By then, I got halfway through the ugly stage. So I had already built a tolerance in the attitude of, man, fuck what y'all talking about in my head. I had already built that tolerance up. But I already was like that as a person. Like, zero tolerance. Wasn't going for that. Rebellion. Not just do what I want to do, but if I don't agree with something, I ain't running with it. Or if it's something that I want to do and I'm headstrong on it, I'm going to do it. And I was headstrong with these free. I was headstrong with growing locks, but I didn't know what type of locks. And that be everybody. That be some people problem too. You don't know where they want to go with, what type of locks. They want different locks out here. They ain't just one form, one type. So it's like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, I could do wigs, I could do freeform, I could do two-strand, I could do the palm roll shit. I can do the goddamn, the brush, and brush it and let it curl up and lock. Niggas crochet they shit. Niggas single just braid that shit, let it lock. All kind of ways. So with that being said, the brain just be spinning. Most of the time, most folk might see somebody else lost and be like, ooh, I'm growing mine like that. That's how most people come up with the idea of growing a loss a certain way. I'm going to tell y'all what made me just say fuck it all the way together. This shit all runs together. This a whole story, goddamn. Motherfucker kept telling me cut this shit. I went to the salon one time. Got that shit twisted. I was like, oh, all right, a little salon, ain't caught with $50, you know what I mean? But something like, I went back a second time. Same routine. But I went 1 month, and then I go the very next month. Like, it ain't really give my hair time to really grow. And goddamn, I had peeped that shit. I like, man, I don't want my shit then. Like, I'll show you how my shit started off like. Motherfucker. I'm trying to grab one of these hoes for y'all. I ain't trying to take the whole shit off. It ain't acting right though. Grab one of these. Ah, these hoes was, folks. These hoes were like this. I didn't want that shit, nigga. Fam. I ain't want that shit, fam. So, I was like, oh, nah. If I keep that going on, I end up having a problem in the long run. I end up having to try to combine all kind of shit. So me, as somebody that's growing their first set, cause this is my first set. I already had like some form of knowledge about the locks. It wasn't like I just went in fucking with the locks and didn't know nothing about it. I was already up on it because I knew, plenty of people with locks, and I asked hella questions. And, I say that third time I went, I remember this shit. Third time I went, Shawty would do a design. My shit got a little bit long. So with the 3 months, my shit got long. Caught some length. That cause she was retwisting that new girl. So that shit was like, fuck, fuck, fuck. That shit was sprouting. So when she did the braid, did the whole fight, she got me tightened up. I was going to my mama. My mama had a big ass birthday party. So I was like, I'm finna tighten up for my dude. So I go, everybody like, oh, your hair look nice, that. So I had them bitches like in the plaits. Like in them bitches like platted up. You know what I mean? They want braids is like braids, like cornrows. My bad. Plaits. The plaits, like Nipsey shit. But I had dreadlocks, you know what I mean? My shit was plaited like the Nipsey shit. So I got down, fucked around, and then go to the goddamn lock lady. Fucked around, I had got so busy ripping and running behind my partners and shit. 2 months had them went by. She started locking up on it all, low key. Messed around, and my mom messed around, and the whole lock, and I couldn't get the holes on lock. Couple on lock, and I couldn't get them on lock. And I ain't gonna leave him like splitting them whole like, I was like, shit, I got options. I can go there and I can let her, take these hoes down and get me back right. Or I can take as many of these hoes down that I can take down. The rest I can't take down, fuck it. And that's what I did. Left that shit alone, watched that shit, whatever, unraveled it, then unraveled, boom, left that shit alone, right? And that shit just started growing. But I'm thinking my shit, your shit grow fast when you retwist it. People's shit grow fast when they retwist it. You retwist it in new growth. You know what I mean? But people don't even know the math behind the freeform locks. The math behind this shit, the science behind this shit is to basically keep your hair clean, keep it washed. You know what I mean? Keep something on it. It keep, you know what I mean? Like, bro, this shit like a fucking flower. You don't just leave a flower alone and just don't tend to it. You get what I'm saying? You gotta water it. You gotta put the plant food in this shit so it had the proper nutrition. You know what I mean? You gotta have that bitch sitting in the sun so it can get the vitamin D so it can grow strong. Same shit with your hair. You gotta have that bitch in the sun. Vitamin D. Vitamin D good for the body anyway. That sun good for you anyway. Hands down. So that, but that right there, like, and then the bitch tried to bust my head for $100. Like, how you come from 50 to 100 that quick? But the bitch was like, your shit getting longer. The longer your shit good, the price jump up. Then they do a, design. That shit add on. And shit costly. So I'm looking like, boy, shit getting up there, boy. Then coming in and spending $150, $200. Walking out there big head designed up. Man, fuck that. You know what I could deal with that 200? You know what I could deal with that 150? Something important. Not saying that wasn't important. You know, he gotta keep himself looking up the par. You know what I mean? You gotta keep yourself looking up the par. But I'm just not doing it. Like, I'm not doing it. And one thing I don't believe is just let any female just do my shit. Like, go to her house or they pull up over here and do my shit. I don't even rock like that. I can't even do that. So I knew then, I was like, yo, it's freeform it is. Freeform it is. I was like, I already don't like nobody touching my shit. Low soul, what happened? You always kept me when I'm rolling up. I just rolled it, bitch. You just tapping in at the right time. You be tapping in at the right time. You be like Kodak Black. You be scheming like a demon. Oh God, that boy scheming like a demon. But shit, you alright in one though, bro? Oh God, you alright, fam? It's almost Friday. You know, I'm just up in that thing, just telling folk like how like I done had a couple situations, you know, a couple little stories about fuck shit that went down when I first started growing my locks, like the ugly stage. Alright, like this video about the ugly stage. Better get up in there, bro. Yeah, man, that was a phone call, knocked me off. But yeah, man, it was like they'd be dealing with the utmost when it came to freeform a lot. I've been getting crazy looks since I started growing. And I still get the same look. The same looks just got worse. Like, longer they get, folks just be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, in the beginning, folks were like, what he doing with his hair? And shit got longer. Folks were like, oh, hell. Everybody turned into a whole demon. But it ain't even like that. I feel like me growing my hair out like this helped me get in touch with myself a whole lot better. You get to know yourself when you do what you want. Like I said, a lot of folks can't just grow free for because of situations they might be in. But I'm finna tell you like this. Shower. Free for where is that? You know how many folks stop me, even if they don't like freeform, and ask me how long it took. Like, nigga asked me, Walmart literally the other day, how long it took me to get my hair like that. And he looked like he was Puerto Rican or some shit. Yeah, his shit was long. But his shit was curly. He had been growing this shit for like 3 years. But he had a lot though. He just had long hair. Like, yours long. I like, boy, your shit long. That shit just curled up. But it's long when it's curled up. But that being said, I don't be running from it. I don't duck no smoke when it come to my house. I love all the smoke. I catch all the smoke. You know what I mean? Whether it's good or bad. Whether it's good or bad. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that gotta rock this hairstyle. Not y'all. I don't know what they gotta deal with waking up with this shit. I gotta look in the mirror with this shit. So a comment, worrying about what a motherfucker say. I got so much other shit I need to worry about here in the world. I can't worry about what nobody say about my health. If that's what you're worried about, you really worried about the wrong thing, to be honest. But I really ain't talking about nothing today, just general. Usually I have a subject talk about. We got down talk about something, but it's like sometimes we gotta come with that regular. We gotta come with that regular talk. And goddamn really see what's going on with folks. I don't come on here just to preach about the locks all day long. Come on here to get to know people, get to build relationships, and talk to people in the lock community. Because you never know who you might run across or meet. You never know what type of information you might run across dealing with different people. It's just like, I love the lock community because the lock community accept this. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for the average civilian to just accept this shit. But that's something they gotta deal with. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? I done went through it, dealt with it, had to deal with it. So my skin is real tough. It ain't too tough now. Nobody really can just say or do, you know what I mean? Like, that'll have me just, like, I'm cutting them. I can't picture myself going in a barbershop and getting my shit cut. I can't imagine that. Not at this stage. I done came so far. In the beginning, when shit was rocky, probably. But I was so hard-headed with this shit, I was like, nah, doing this shit. On me, I'm doing this shit. And I hope people don't like that shit. Yeah, I mean, like, hey, I grew mine because I wanted to go these hoes. I got tired of going to the barbershop, waiting. And then I didn't like sitting in the beauty salon. And I didn't want nobody just doing my hair. No, anybody just doing my hair. So that's the route I went. Not telling everybody to go that route because everybody got a different situation. Everybody's situation ain't the same. But I like to hear some of y'all situations on why y'all grew y'all freeform or why y'all grew y'all locks. Period. Like, I would like to know. Everybody got their own reasons of why. Some people want to get in touch with their culture. Some people do it for the fashion. Some people just grow that shit to grow it and just go with the flow, go with the journey and see where it take them. Shoot, some folk like me, they got tired of sitting in the barbershop. Shit, patience. My patience was thin. Like, I had the patience to grow this shit. But I did not have the patience to sit down for 10 to 15 minutes. Or 20 minutes to get my shit cut. That was dead. I ain't like that. I wasn't feeling that. So I grew them hoes, left them hoes alone, said what everybody talking about and everybody got to say about my head, Cause I love it. I love how this shit look. And I like the feedback I be getting. So, shoot, it is what it is, huh? Either hate it or love it. That's all I gotta say. Either hate it or love it. Either way, I'm still gonna accept you, even if you a hater. It's all love, dog. But y'all already know how I'm coming. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know how anything. Shoot, for the folk who got there and just watching me just join, and for the folk who been here from day one, and for the folk who already know. We locked in, but we ain't locked up. That's on Lock Talk.